Great news for everybody who's in deportation proceedings. What is that great news? Listen today to find out. I'm Jeff Peek with the Peek & TOLAND Law Firm, and today on Immigration Wednesdays, we're going to talk about a recent decision coming out of the Board of Immigration Appeals that discussed the re-implementation of what's called administrative closure. Now, what is administrative closure? Why is that important to you? I'm going to tell you what it is. It is an important tool by the immigration courts, both for the judges and the prosecutors who work in those courts, to be able to get rid of cases that are in removal proceedings, that are in deportation proceedings, that don't really need to be there. Now, who doesn't need to be there? Well, that's obviously a decision for the judge and the prosecutor to make, but a lot of people, for instance, who have other pathways to residency, people who have DACA, people who have asylum applications, people who have spouses and children who are eventually going to allow for them to one day become permanent residents. The list goes on and on of people who don't have serious criminal offenses. These are not dangerous people. These are not violent people. These are not people who have deportable convictions on their record. These are just good people, for one reason or the other, end up in removal proceedings. And not only are they good people, but they have, most of them, or many of them, have a pathway to get status. And so it's an opportunity for the judges to say, look, we have a limited amount of time, a limited amount of court hearings that we can give to people. And instead of wasting our hearings on people who are going to get residency, who are going to get status one, or going to get DACA, or going to get a U visa, instead of focusing on them, let's focus on other people who maybe are more violent, more dangerous, who have much worse criminal records, much worse immigration records, and maybe you don't have any relief to ever become citizens or residents in this country, or maybe they've only been here for a short amount of time. And so it's a tool that's very important because, as you may have heard, immigration courts are just incredibly crowded. They're having to put cases off 2, 3, 4 years, and the only way to handle that would be to hire many more judges and open many more courts, which is going to be a terrible cost and still may not prove that efficient. And again, why waste time trying to kick people out of the country who maybe in a year are going to get residency anyways? And so that is what this tool does. It allows your attorney, guys like me, to file an application to approach the prosecutor and say, hey, let me tell you about my client. He's a great guy. He has no criminal history. He's got 3 U.S. citizen children. He's been here for 15 years. His wife's a U.S. citizen. He's got a petition filed for him. He's going to be able to go to the consulate, get his residency. Why don't you just let him go? Why focus him? Why keep him here when he can go down the road and help out everybody? And I think it's going to be an amazing tool to really help the courts get back to a better functioning level, but more importantly, to allow immigrants to move forward quickly on a pathway to some kind of status. So the Trump administration, in their wisdom, thought it would be good to get rid of administrative closure, and it proved to be a horrible decision, and the courts are more backlogged than they've ever been. Now, recently, this new Board of Immigration Appeals decision has re-implemented administrative closure, and I and the rest of the immigration lawyers in this country are celebrating it, as should you as a taxpayer, as should you as an immigrant, because it is just a fair and just tool to allow the focus to be on where it needs to be. So great news for everybody in deportation proceedings. If you don't know what that means, if you are in deportation proceedings or you have a friend who is and they don't have a lawyer, call us, call somebody to figure out, because this might be the opportunity for them to get out of deportation proceedings and stay in this country till they can get status. That's all we got for today. We'll see you next Wednesday.